Hello, my little traders. My name is Miss Chatty, but you can call me Teacher GPT. I'm going to be a teacher for Goo Goo Gaga Forex trading class. Now, don't you worry. We're going to start from scratch, from the what is Forex level, all the way to the day you can read charts and say, I understand pips, spreads, and candles. We'll learn using candies, toy money, and fun games so that trading becomes as easy as counting to 10. In this class, we'll learn what money is, discover what foreign exchange means, learn how people trade currencies, just like swapping candies with friends, and later we'll meet the colourful world of candlestick charts. By the time you graduate to Forex Middle School, you'll be smart little traders who understand what makes prices go up and down, and why grown-up traders sometimes look very serious while staring at screens all day. So grab your juice boxes, sit in your happy chairs, and get ready to learn the world's biggest candy shop, the Forex market. Ready, class? Let's say it together. Forex is fun. Forex is sweet. We trade with learning feet. Now, who wants to know what the word Forex means?
You want to trade candies? I have some gummy bears. Oh, I'd love some. I've got a swirl lollipop. I have chocolates if you want some too.
Morning, little traders. Today we're going to learn about trading, but not with money yet, with toys. Yay! I love toys. Wonderful, Thabo. Now imagine we're all playing on the big playground. Each of you brought your favourite toy. Let's see. Emma, what do you have? Emma brought my pink doll. Lovely. And Aiko, what about you? I have a shiny robot. Ooh, so cool. And Thabo, I have my blue marbles. Perfect. Now watch carefully. Thabo looks at Emma's doll and says, Emma, can I give you 2 marbles for your doll? Okay. Deal. Clap, clap, clap. You both just made a trade. Thabo gave something he had and Emma gave something she wanted to share. That's called exchanging, or in big people words, trading. So trading means swapping toys? Exactly, Aiko. When we swap toys, that's toy trading. When countries swap money, that's Forex trading. So Forex is like a giant playground for countries? That's right, Thabo. Each country brings its own kind of toy, their currency, and they swap it with others to get what they need. Wow. So Forex is just like us, but with money instead of toys. You've got it. Now, class, let's all say it together. Trading means swapping what you have for what you want. Beautiful work, everyone. Lesson 2, why people trade. Hello again, my little traders. Yesterday we learned how you swap toys with your friends. Today we'll find out why people and countries trade in the first place. Is it because trading is fun? Aha, yes, Thabo, it can be fun. But there's another reason too. Let's visit our playground again. Emma, what toys did you bring today? I brought dolls. Lots and lots of dolls. And Aiko, what about you? I brought robots. And Thabo? I only brought marbles. See, everyone has different toys, but maybe Emma wants a robot and Aiko wants a marble. That's true. I've always wanted a robot. So what do? We trade. I give Emma a robot and she gives me a doll. Exactly, you trade because you each want something the other has. Now let's think bigger. The grown-up playground. Each country has its own toys called resources. Some have gold, some have oil, some make cars and others grow food. So they trade because they don't have everything? Yeah, perfect answer. No country has all the toys, so they swap with others. Like if one country has bananas and another has milk, they can trade and both be happy. Exactly, Emma. That's called benefit. Both sides get something they want or need. Let's say it together, class. People trade because they want or need something they don't have. And that's why countries trade money too? Yes, when they trade things like bananas, cars, or gold, they also have to swap money. That's where Forex comes in. Great job, little traders. Lesson 3, fair trade. How we agree on equal value. Hello again, my smart little traders. Today's story is called Fair Trade, How We Agree on Equal Value. We're going to learn how people make sure every trade is fair. Let's go back to the playground. Emma has 1 big shiny toy car and Aiko has 3 small teddy bears. Emma, I want those bears. They look so soft. And I want your car. Is that a fair trade? Good question, Aiko. Fair trade means both sides feel happy. No one feels tricked or sad. But how do we know what's fair? We look at value. Value means how special or useful something is to someone. My car can zoom fast, so it's special to me. Bears are cute and cuddly, so they're special to me. Perfect. Now, maybe one car equals 3 bears in value. So if you both agree, it's a fair trade. So trading is like saying, I'll give you this if you give me something just as good. Exactly, Thabo. That's what trading is all about. Agreeing on equal value. Now, let's look at the grown-up playground, the Forex market. When people trade currencies, they also try to be fair. Like one country's money for another's? Yes! Maybe one US dollar is worth the same as 18 South African rand. That number, how much one is worth compared to the other, is called the exchange rate. So exchange rate means the fair swap price? Yes! Exactly that. It's how traders agree on equal value between two currencies. Let's say it together. Class, fair trade means both sides agree the swap is equal and fair. So no one feels cheated. Right! And that's how trust grows in trading, in toys, in candy, and even in money. Well done, little... Lesson 4, the World Playground. Countries trading candy money. Teacher, hello again. My little traders. Today's story is called The World Playground, Countries Trading Candy Money. We're going to see how the whole world trades and plays together with their candy money. Imagine the biggest playground ever, so big that it covers the whole world. Every country brings its own kind of candy to share and trade. So every country has its own candy? Teacher? Exactly, Emma. The US brings dollars, Europe brings euros, and South Africa brings rands. Each candy is a currency. But why do they trade candy? Teacher, great question, Thabo. Because each country makes different things. Some make cars, some grow food, and some make clothes. If South Africa wants Japanese cars, it needs to swap rand candy for Japan's yen candy. Aiko. So they trade candy money instead of toys? Yes, Aiko. It's called foreign exchange, or Forex for short. It's how countries pay each other for what they buy and sell. Teacher, let's picture it. All the countries stand in a big circle holding candy. They say things like, I'll give you my rand candy for your dollars. I'll trade my euros for your yen. And that's how trading happens in the world playground. So this is what grown-ups call the Forex market?
Teacher, that's right, Thabo!
The Forex market is just the big playground where countries trade candy money every day. And does the candy price stay the same every time? Oh ho, not always, Emma. Sometimes one candy becomes more popular than the others, and that's when things start to move. Let's say it together, class. The world playground is where countries trade candy money, and that's called the Forex market. Beautiful work, little traders. Next time, we'll learn why currencies move, just like when everyone suddenly wants one type of candy. Or why currencies move when everyone wants one type of candy. Welcome back, my bright little traders. Today's story is called Why Currencies Move When Everyone Wants One Type of Candy. Let's go back to our playground candy shop. There are many kinds of candy. Red ones, blue ones, and green ones. I like the red ones, they're yummy. Emma, me too. I only want red candy. Same here. Red, red, red. Uh-oh, everyone wants the same candy. But look, there are only a few red candies left. So what happens, teacher? Teacher, when everyone wants something but there's not enough of it, its value goes up. So now one red candy might be worth 2 blue candies? Exactly. That's what happens in trading too. When everyone wants a certain currency, its value rises, just like the red candy. Let's imagine the red candy is the US dollar and the blue candy is the euro. If everyone wants dollars to buy things from America, the dollar's value goes up. And if fewer people want euros, the euro's value goes down. So when people buy a lot of one currency, its price climbs like a slide? Yes! A slide that goes up! And when people stop wanting it, the price slides down. So that's why the exchange rates keep changing? Perfect, Thabo. That's exactly why currencies move, because the number of people wanting, buying, or giving, selling them keeps changing. So it's like candy. When everyone wants one kind, it gets more expensive. Brilliant, Emma! Let's say it together, class.
Class.
Class, currencies move up and down when people buy and sell them, just like candy prices change when everyone wants one flavour. Wonderful work, my little traders. Next time we'll visit the big candy shop, the place where trading happens all day and all night, even while you sleep. Lesson 6. The big candy shop where trading happens 24 hours. Hello again, my little traders. Today we're going on a super sweet adventure to the big candy shop where trading never ever sleeps. Remember how you traded candy with your friends at playtime? Well, imagine a giant playground where everyone in the world comes to trade candy. People from Africa, Europe, Asia, and America. Wow, that must be a really big shop. Oh yes, Emma. It's called the Forex market. It's the biggest trading shop in the world, but instead of candy, people trade currencies. But if everyone lives in different places, how do they trade at the same time? Teacher, good question, Thabo. Here's the amazing part. The big candy shop never closes. When one playground sleeps, another one wakes up. So it's open 24 hours? Exactly, Aiko. When the kids in London finish trading, the kids in New York start playing. And when New York goes to bed, Tokyo wakes up. So trading goes around the world like a big candy wheel? Yes, it spins and spins. That's why we call it the 24-hour Forex market. But who are all these people trading in the big candy shop? Great question, Emma. We have banks, the big candy buyers and sellers. Companies that trade candy currencies to buy things from other countries. Traders like you one day who watch prices and make small trades. So everyone is swapping candy money all the time? That's right, Thabo. And that's why the big candy shop, the Forex market, is always buzzing day and night, full of trading energy. Let's say it together, class. The big candy shop is the Forex market, where people trade currencies 24 hours a day all around the world. Beautiful work, my little traders. Lesson 7. Each country's candy. Dollars, euros, rands. Hello again, my sweet little traders. Today's lesson is called Each Country's Candy, Dollars, Euros, Rands. We're going to see how every country has its own kind of candy. Remember our big candy shop from last time? Inside it, people from all over the world bring different candies to trade, like red, blue, and green candies. Exactly, Thabo. Each candy is like a currency.
Emma, so...
Countries have their own candy? Yes, Emma. Let's look at some of the most famous ones. United States has the dollar. It's like the shiny gold candy. Europe has the euro, smooth and silver like a sweet coin. South Africa has the rand, colourful and full of flavour. Do other countries have their own candy too? Of course, Aiko. Japan has the yen, Britain has the pound, Australia has the Australian dollar. Each one is special, just like different candies from around the world. So when people trade in the big candy shop, they're really swapping one country's candy for another? Perfect, Thabo. When people trade in the Forex market, they're exchanging one currency for another, like swapping a euro candy for a dollar candy. Emma, and that's why we call it foreign exchange, because it's candy from other countries. Yes, Emma! Brilliant! Foreign exchange, or Forex, means trading one country's candy for another.
Teacher!
Let's say it together, class. Each country has its own candy, its own currency, and in Forex, we trade those candies with the world. Wonderful job, my little traders. Next time, we'll learn how to read these candies, their symbols and short names, so you'll know your USD from your ZAR and your EUR. Lesson 8, currency symbols and short names, from the What is a Currency? Teacher. Hello again, candy traders. Today we're learning something super cool, how to read and write candy money. Every country's candy has a symbol and a short name, just like people have nicknames. Oh, like how my full name is Emanuela, but everyone calls me Emma? Exactly, Emma. Money works the same way. Let's meet some of the most famous candies in the world. United States dollar, short name USD euro, symbol euro, short name UR, British pounds and short GBP, Japanese yen, short name JPY, South African rand, R, short name Zabo. Why do we need short names if we already have symbols, teacher? Great question, Thabo, because in the big candy shop, the Forex market, Traders from around the world need to write names clearly, and symbols can look similar. So they use 3 letters for every currency. The first 2 letters equals the country. The last letter was the name of the currency. Example, ZAR, ZA for South Africa, R for Rand. ICO. So it's like a secret code for candy money? Exactly, a super fun candy code. If you learn these short names, you can read any currency pair in the world. Let's practice together. USD means dollar, EUR means euro, ZAR means rand, GBP means pound, JPY means yen. Great job, little traders. You're learning fast. Teach. In our next lesson, we'll find out why some candies are strong and others are weak. Today's story is called Strong versus Weak Candy. We're going to learn why some candies are more powerful than others in the big candy shop. Let's go back to our playground candy stand. Emma has red candy again, and Thabo has blue candies. I want some red candies. Sure, but my red ones are very special. Everyone wants them. Uh-oh, because everyone wants red candies, Emma can ask for more blue candies in exchange. That means Emma's candy is strong and Thabo's candy is weak right now. So if red candy is strong, you need more blue candy to get it? Exactly, Aiko. The stronger a candy is, the more of the weaker candy it takes to trade for it. And if the red candy gets weaker, then maybe just one blue candy can buy it next time? Perfect. That means the blue candy got stronger. But what makes candy strong or weak? Excellent question, Thabo. There are a few reasons. If lots of people want it, it gets stronger. If fewer people want it, it gets weaker. If a country's money is trusted, it's stronger. If a country's money loses trust, it's weaker. So strong candy can buy more other candies and weak candy can buy less? Exactly. That's how traders know which currency has more sweet power. Let's say it together. Class, strong candy means it can buy more of the others. Weak candy means it buys less. Emma, so in Forex some currencies are strong and others are weak, just like candy on the playground. Brilliant, Emma. And in our next lesson, we'll see how traders pair their candies together, like EU or USD, and what happens when they swap one for the other. Lesson 10, 2 candies together, EU and the currency example. Teacher, hello little candy traders. Today we're learning something very fun, how 2 candies work together. We call this a currency pair. Emma, 2 candies together, like when I trade my chocolate for Thabo's lollipop? Exactly, Emma. When we trade, we always give one thing and get another. In Forex, we trade one candy currency for another candy currency. That's why we always see 2 names together, like this. Euro-USD. What does Euro-USD mean, teacher? Let's break it down, Thabo. EUR means the euro candy from Europe. USD means the dollar candy from the United States. When we see Euro-USD, it's like saying, how many dollar candies do I need to get 1 euro candy? Aiko, oh, so it's like the euro candy is standing in front and the dollar candy is behind? Yes, Aiko. Perfect. The first candy is the one we're buying or selling, and the second candy, USD, shows us how much it costs. So if USD equals 1.10, that means 1 euro candy equals $1 and 10 little cents. So the 2 candies always travel in pairs? Exactly. Currencies are never alone in Forex. They always come in pairs because you can't buy one candy without giving another candy. So remember, little traders, every trade has 2 candies. One candy is being bought, the other candy is being sold. Together, they make a pair, like EU or USD. In our next lesson, we'll zoom in a little closer and learn about which candy comes first and which one tells the price. Lesson 11, Base versus Quote Candy from the Currency Pairs module. Hello again, my clever candy traders. Last time, we learned that currencies come in pairs, like 2 candies together. Today, we'll find out who's the leader and who's the follower in the pair. You mean, like when one candy says, I go first, and the other says, okay, I'll go after you. Exactly, Emma. In a candy pair like EU or USD, the first candy, EUR, is called the base candy, and the second one, USD, is called the quote candy. Thabo, why do we call one base and the other quote? Good question, Thabo, because the base candy is the one we want to know the price of, and the quote candy tells us how much it costs. So if your USD equals 1.110, it means €1 candy costs $1.10. So the base candy is like the main candy we're buying or selling. That's right, Aiko. When we say buy EUR/USD, we are buying the base candy euro and selling the quote candy dollar. When we say sell EUR/USD, we are selling the base candy and buying the quote candy.
Oh.
So one candy always helps us count the other one? Perfect, Thabo. The quote candy is like a measuring stick. It shows the value of the base candy. Let's imagine it this way. Base candy equals the thing you want. Quote candy, what you use to buy it. So remember, the base candy is the first candy. The quote candy is the second candy. The price shows how much of the quote candy you need for one base candy. In our next lesson, we'll learn something very exciting. We'll see how when one candy's price goes up, the other one goes down. Just like a seesaw. The lesson is called How One Goes Up When the Other Goes Down. Lesson 12, How One Goes Up When the Other Goes Down. Hello again, little traders. Today, we're going to play with a seesaw because in Forex, when one candy goes up, the other goes down. A seesaw? Like the one at the playground where I go up and my friend goes down? Exactly, Emma. Currencies move just like that. One side up, the other side down. When we look at a pair like EUR/USD, if the euro candy gets stronger, the dollar candy gets weaker. And if the euro candy gets weaker, the dollar candy gets stronger. So they can't both go up together? Nope. They're like two friends on a seesaw. One can only go up when the other goes down. If people want lots of euro candies, they'll start buying them and the price goes up. But to buy them, they have to give away dollar candies, so dollars go down. Oh, so it's like tug of war with candies. Exactly. When one candy becomes popular, the other one becomes less wanted and loses value. It's all about who people want more at the moment. So remember, my clever traders, in every pair, one goes up, the other goes down. They always balance each other, like a seesaw. More demand equals stronger candy, less demand, weaker candy. In our next lesson, we'll meet a very important candy on the playground, the one everyone watches, trades and talks about. It's called the dollar, the big kid on the playground. End of lesson 12.